Reverse prediabetes, 5 secrets to lower your blood sugar naturally. Have any of you ever received a prediabetes diagnosis during a health checkup? And for those who have, what did you hear from the hospital? You were probably given vague advice like, improve your eating habits and lose some weight. Then they scheduled a follow-up in 3 or 6 months, right? You might have thought, I'm only pre-diabetic, it's not a big deal, and continued living just as before until the next appointment. This cycle repeats, test after test, until your HbA1c level surpasses 6.5 or your fasting blood sugar exceeds 126. That's when you receive the official diabetes diagnosis along with a prescription. Ultimately, 99% of diabetes prevention is left entirely up to the individual. The problem is, it's incredibly hard to know how to specifically improve your diet or how to lose weight. Changing the eating habits of a lifetime is no easy feat, and in our later years, we can't just lose weight by skipping meals. But what if I told you that by simply changing your breakfast, your blood sugar could return to normal? That by reversing the order of your food or changing the very first thing you eat in the morning, you could flatten that blood sugar spike by as much as 75%. It might sound unbelievable, but this is a scientifically proven truth. In this video, I will give you the key to breakfast. A breakfast that is not only delicious and keeps you full for longer, but also acts as your body's own natural blood sugar doctor. Watch until the end and you will learn how to eat breakfast like an expert to protect your golden health. If you or a loved one is struggling with blood sugar, this will be the most important video you watch today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with those you care about. So why is breakfast so crucial, and how do we intelligently reprogram our morning menu? Together, we will walk through 3 key principles. The cause of the morning blood sugar spike, the most common mistake. Science has shown that from around 2 to 8 a.m., our bodies release hormones like cortisol and growth hormone to help us wake up and feel energized for the new day. The irony is that these same hormones also signal the liver to release glucose into the bloodstream, causing our blood sugar to be naturally higher in the morning. If we then immediately consume a breakfast rich in refined carbohydrates, like a bowl of Vietnamese noodle soup, bún or pho, a plate of sticky rice, soy, bread dipped in condensed milk, or even a healthier option like cereal with dried fruit, the starches and sugars are broken down very quickly into a simple sugar called glucose. This sugar floods into our bloodstream, wreaking havoc on our blood sugar levels. This is known as a glucose spike. Your body then has to scramble to produce enough insulin to handle that massive load of sugar. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, when your cells become numb to insulin, which is the very root of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. The consequence? We feel tired, shaky, ravenously hungry, sleepy, and irritable around 10 or 11 a.m. And because we're so hungry, we tend to eat a larger lunch, and the vicious blood sugar roller coaster continues. In the long run, forcing your pancreas to overwork every single morning will cause it to become exhausted, leading to insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes. This also causes silent inflammation, making us age faster and increasing the risk of heart disease and memory problems. A word from the experts. A famous clinical study by doctors at the General Practice UK showed that advising type 2 diabetes patients to switch to a low-carbohydrate diet resulted in superior blood sugar reduction and weight loss compared to conventional methods. This proves the power of changing the food on your plate. So if that sweet breakfast is the enemy, who is our true friend? What is the first and most crucial secret? Switch from a sweet, carb/sugar breakfast to a savory, protein/fat breakfast. The biggest secret to lowering your morning blood sugar is actually to prevent it from spiking in the first place. And the best way to do that is to build your breakfast with fiber, healthy fats, and protein. Secret 1. Start your day with a green, fat, steady breakfast. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, we will eventually eat starches like rice or potatoes. So how can we slow down the speed at which sugar from those starches enters our blood, even when we eat them? The solution? Eat your vegetables, fiber, first. When fiber from vegetables enters your stomach and intestines first, it forms a viscous mesh coating the intestinal walls. Then, when you eat other foods, like starches, the sugar from them is blocked by this mesh. It gets absorbed into the blood much slower and gradually. Fiber doesn't stop sugar, it regulates its speed. When you eat protein from eggs, fish, meat, legumes, and healthy fats from avocado, olive oil, nuts, your body digests them slowly. They don't turn into a rush of sugar like carbs do. Your body needs energy. If it's not getting it from carbs, where does it get it from? The answer is from fat. The process of converting fat to energy is slow and stable, creating no blood sugar spikes. Combined with fiber from green vegetables, you have a sustainable source of energy that lasts for hours. The result? You feel full for longer. You feel refreshed and clear-headed. And that 10 a.m. hunger pang, it vanishes. This is something you can apply tomorrow morning. Remember the golden formula for a green, fat, steady breakfast. Green, 50% of your plate. Prioritize fiber. Fiber acts as a filter, slowing down sugar absorption. Fat, 30% of your plate. Choose healthy fats. Don't be afraid of fat. Healthy fats are excellent fuel for your brain and body. Steady, 20% of your plate. Quality protein. Protein keeps you full and stabilizes your blood sugar. Choose one of the following options. Eggs, a breakfast superfood. Have 2 boiled, fried, or scrambled with some mushrooms and spinach. Quick and incredibly effective. Fish, a small piece of pan-seared salmon, or if you're short on time, canned tuna in olive oil or brine with some cucumber slices. Avocado and nuts. Half an avocado with a handful of walnuts, almonds, or cashews. Chicken. Shredded boiled chicken breast mixed with fresh herbs and a drizzle of olive oil. Greek yogurt, unsweetened. Pair with nuts, almonds, walnuts, and a few berries, strawberries, blueberries, in small amounts. Note, avoid sweetened yogurt or sugary fruits. Many of the world's leading endocrinologists and anti-aging specialists agree breakfast should be the lowest carbohydrate meal of the day. A 65-year-old patient used to eat bread and condensed milk for breakfast every day. His post-meal blood sugar was always over 180 milligrams per deciliter or 10 millimoles per liter. After receiving guidance, he switched to a breakfast of 2 fried eggs, cooked in olive oil, a small salad with cucumber and tomato, and a handful of almonds. After just 1 week, his post-meal blood sugar dropped to 135 milligrams per deciliter or 7.5 millimoles per liter, and he felt energized until lunchtime. A famous doctor once said, "Eat breakfast like a king, but a king who feasts on protein and fat, not a king who feasts on sugar and starch." Think of your breakfast as the foundation of a house. If the foundation is strong, built with protein and fat, then the entire house, your entire day, will be sturdy and stable. The green, fat, steady formula might sound strange, but when you apply it, you'll see surprising results. And to make it even easier, let's move on to our next key: simple, easy-to-make sample menus. Secret 2. A 7-day sample menu that's never boring. Many people know what they should eat but don't know where to start, or they fear that eating the same thing over and over will lead to boredom and giving up. Today, I'll share an easy and scientific meal plan for an energizing, blood sugar stabilizing breakfast. Feel free to use this suggested menu and adjust it to your own tastes. On Monday, green smoothie, a handful of spinach or kale, 1/2 avocado, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and unsweetened almond milk. On Tuesday, 2 boiled eggs, plus a side salad of cucumber and tomato with olive oil. On Wednesday, unsweetened Greek yogurt mixed with nuts, like almonds or walnuts, and a small handful of berries. On Thursday, pan-seared salmon with a side of steamed broccoli. On Friday, chicken salad, shredded boiled chicken breast, lettuce, bell peppers, mixed with an olive oil and apple cider vinegar dressing. On Saturday, omelet with mushrooms and onions. On Sunday, relax. You can have a small bowl of pho or bun, but remember to eat it with plenty of fresh herbs and bean sprouts. Eat fewer noodles and have more meat. Many health experts and celebrities worldwide, like Dr. Mark Hyman, advocate for the food as medicine philosophy. They affirm that intelligent food choices have a greater healing power than any medication. Their breakfasts almost never contain sugar or refined grains. Remember, you don't have to be 100% perfect. If you can change just 5 or 6 of your breakfasts a week to follow this method, your body will thank you immensely. We've now learned about the valuable foods that help lower blood sugar. Next, I will show you the scientifically proven golden rules for a breakfast that stabilizes it. Secret 3. The golden rule of eating order. Eat in this order: 1. Fiber, 2. Protein and fat, 3. Starch. This is the golden sequence for any meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Start with vegetables first. Eat them within the first few minutes of your meal. Next, eat your protein and fat: eggs, fish, meat, avocado, tofu. Finally, eat your starches: rice, noodles, bread, potatoes, sweet fruits. When you eat in this sequence, you create 2 layers of defense. Layer 1, veggies, creates a filter mesh in your intestines. Layer 2, protein and fat, further slows down the emptying of food from your stomach. By the time the starches, rice, noodles, enter your system, they are held back by both of these layers. They are released into your bloodstream as slowly as possible. Scientific research has shown that for the exact same meal, simply changing the eating order, eating starches last instead of first, can reduce the glucose spike by up to 73% and reduce the amount of insulin your body needs to release by 48%. This is a massive difference. You don't have to diet, you just have to eat smart. But what if I'm craving pho or bun in the morning? That's an excellent question. Of course, we can't eat eggs forever. If you want to eat noodle soup, apply the art of arrangement. When your bowl of pho arrives, order an extra side of blanched vegetables, bean sprouts, herbs. Eat that entire plate of vegetables first. Then eat the meat, chicken, beef from your bowl. Finally, eat the noodles and drink the broth. By doing this, you still get to enjoy your favorite dish, but its impact on your blood sugar will be far gentler. And when is the best time to eat rice? Rice and porridge should be cooked the night before, refrigerated, and then reheated to eat. The reason for this is resistant starch. Hot, freshly cooked rice has a starch structure that is easily broken down and quickly absorbed. But when rice is cooled, its starch structure changes, making it harder to digest. As a result, blood sugar rises more slowly. Remember this trick: brown rice cooked the day before, refrigerated, and reheated will raise blood sugar less than freshly cooked rice. The same applies to potatoes and sweet potatoes. Always maintain the habit of eating breakfast regularly. The same amount of food can have a different impact depending on when you eat it. If you eat irregularly, skipping meals and then eating a large amount at once, your blood sugar will fluctuate dramatically and your cells may not respond well to insulin. Maintaining 3 meals at similar times each day is good for stabilizing blood sugar. Research also shows that people who skip breakfast have higher average blood sugar levels throughout the day. For example, you could eat breakfast between 8 and 9 a.m., lunch between 12 and 1 p.m., and dinner between 5 and 6 p.m. Notably, some studies suggest that eating breakfast around 9 a.m. is better for stabilizing blood sugar than eating too early. Not skipping breakfast and eating at a fixed time is fundamental for blood sugar health. Secret 4. 2 powerful assistants for your breakfast. Here are 2 small tricks you can add to your daily routine. Assistant number 1. A spoonful of sour before meals. Drink 1 teaspoon of vinegar, preferably apple cider vinegar, diluted in a glass of water about 10 to 15 minutes before a meal, especially a meal high in carbs. Science has proven that vinegar contains a substance called acetic acid. This compound has 2 wonderful effects. 1, it signals our muscles to pull sugar from the blood faster for energy. And 2, it slows down the rate at which starches are broken down into sugar. Note, if you have severe stomach issues, please be cautious or consult your doctor. But for most people, 1 diluted teaspoon is safe and very effective. Assistant number 2. Move for 10 minutes after eating. After eating, we often have the habit of sitting down to watch TV or rest immediately. Instead, let's stand up and move gently for 10 to 15 minutes right after finishing a meal, especially lunch and dinner. When we eat, sugar begins to enter our bloodstream. At that very moment, if we move, our muscles, like those in our legs and arms, will open their doors and suck up that sugar to use as fuel. It's like opening a floodgate for your blood sugar river. The sugar is used immediately instead of lingering in your blood. You don't need to do strenuous exercise, just stand up and do the dishes, walk slowly around your home, do a few simple stretches. Just 10 minutes of walking after a meal can significantly reduce the blood sugar spike. This is a habit that many healthy people around the world practice. We have now explored the secrets of a breakfast that flattens your blood sugar. I believe many of you have already started applying these tips and are feeling the positive changes in your body. However, I know that some of you, despite doing everything right with breakfast, are still not seeing the numbers you want on your glucose meter. For these cases, the next key, an extremely powerful key, is weight loss. Just hearing the words weight loss, many of you probably sighed. It's a difficult task, one that some of us have struggled with our entire lives without success. But what if I told you there is an incredibly easy method, one that doesn't require starvation or excessive exercise, a method you can simply follow to achieve sustainable weight loss? Before I reveal it, listen to this story. Among the people I've guided, one gentleman successfully lost 15 kilograms, or 33 pounds, in 1 year. The amazing part is he never regained the weight. He has maintained it for the past 2 years. And the even better news is he was able to completely stop his diabetes medication. When he combined both strategies, changing his breakfast and applying this weight loss method, the results were truly magical. His fasting blood sugar dropped from a very alarming 180 milligrams per deciliter to a healthy and safe 98 milligrams per deciliter. And I want to assure you, what he achieved, you can absolutely achieve too. Now let's find out how. To lose weight, what must we do? Is it just about eating less and starving ourselves? Absolutely not. Our brain is a strange thing. The more you forbid something, the more it craves it. It's like when I tell you, don't think of a pink elephant. Immediately, the image of a pink elephant appears in your mind, doesn't it? The more we forbid, the more we crave. That's why starving yourself to lose weight almost always fails and leaves us feeling miserable. The answer lies not in restriction, but in restoring the body's natural ability to self-regulate. Due to our busy lives, we often eat mindlessly, out of habit. We don't have time to truly feel what we're eating or how much. As a result, most of us are eating more than our bodies actually need. The method I'm about to share will help you reawaken that amazing regulatory ability. It's called mindful eating, the habit of eating with deep focus. It might sound complex, but it actually consists of 5 incredibly simple golden habits. Secret 5, the 5 golden habits of mindful eating. Golden habit number 1, chew slower, feel more. When you put food in your mouth, don't swallow it right away. Take the time to chew thoroughly, counting silently in your head to 15 or 20, or even more. Why is this necessary? Because the "I'm full" signal needs time to travel from your stomach to your brain. This journey takes about 20 minutes. If we eat too quickly, we will be overstuffed before our brain even realizes it. Studies have shown that slow eaters consume 10 to 20% fewer calories than fast eaters, even when eating the same meal. Turn every bite into an experience rather than a task to be completed. Golden habit number 2, stop when you're 80% full. The art of hara hachibu is the secret to the long lives of the people in Okinawa, Japan. Hara hachibu means eat only until you are 8 parts full. So how do you know when you're 80% full? It's not the feeling of a tight, stuffed stomach. It's that moment when you feel your stomach is just about full and you could stop eating now. Put your chopsticks down at that very moment. To do this, you must practice habit number 1, chewing slowly. Only by eating slowly can you be sensitive enough to listen to your body and recognize the "I've had enough" signal it sends. Golden habit number 3, be fully present with your meal. When you sit down to eat, do one simple thing: turn off the TV and put your phone away. When we eat while watching TV or scrolling through our phones, our brain is distracted. We eat unconsciously and often consume more than necessary without even realizing it. Instead, focus entirely on the plate of food in front of you. Experience the taste, the aroma, the colors, and the texture as you chew. When you do this, you will feel much more satisfied and content, even with a smaller amount of food. Satisfaction is the key to preventing snacking later. Golden habit number 4, trick your eyes with smaller plates and bowls. This is a fascinating psychological trick. If you put the same amount of food on a large plate, it will look sparse, and your brain will be tempted to get more. Conversely, if that same amount of food is placed in a smaller bowl or on a smaller plate, it will look full and abundant. Visually, you will feel like you've had a complete meal, which helps prevent overeating. Try changing your dinnerware today. Golden habit number 5, your friend, water before the meal. About 15 minutes before you start your meal, drink a full glass of water. This helps to partially fill your stomach, creating a sense of false fullness. As a result, you will naturally reduce your food intake without even trying. Important note, it must be plain water or unsweetened tea. Absolutely do not drink sodas, fruit juices, or any other sugary beverages, as they will have the opposite effect and raise your blood sugar. So we have journeyed together through 5 secrets to master your morning blood sugar. Knowledge is priceless, but only action creates results. Your health is not in your doctor's hands. It's on your plate. Don't try to change everything at once. Pick one thing you find easiest. A single proper breakfast can change your entire day, and many proper days will change your entire life. Imagine 3 months from now, 6 months from now, waking up full of energy. You visit your doctor and receive a smiling nod. Your blood sugar is so stable. That is entirely possible. What we have learned today, from the green breakfast and eating vegetables first to walking after meals, are all simple yet incredibly powerful scientific tools. We believe it is never too late to live a healthier life. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. It is the greatest motivation for us to continue sharing valuable knowledge. And stay tuned for our next video, where we will talk about the secrets to living a long, healthy, and happy life. Thank you, and have a peaceful day.